by us at our HQ, our very own tasting room here in Nevada, California. Today is a good day. I am very excited to bring to you one of my favorite distilleries in California. If you have not heard of them, I'm telling you right now that you're missing out on some of the finer things California has to offer. And that is going to be Young and Yonder Distillery. We're going to be making some beautiful cocktails for you today, featuring their Hobbs Gin, which happens to be one of my favorite gins in the market. Which I don't know why you guys aren't a Nugget yet, but I want that shit Nugget.
Yeah, me too.
I know. Okay, guys, go in the Nugget market, ask where this shit is.
Yeah.
If they don't have it, plant some seeds for it. Okay, this is a beautiful gin. It needs to be everywhere. Okay, now the main reason why it's a good day, though, is we don't only have Hobbs Gin in the building for this cocktail. We have the creator of it in the building right now, Josh Opatz from Young and Yonder Distillery, creator and divine. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
man.
come on. Okay, perfect.
This is
Hey,
Josh.
what's up, everybody? So happy to be here. My name is Josh Opatz. I'm one of the owners of Young and Yonder
I
Spirits.
thought I was Josh Opatz.
Oh, is that what it is?
Josh
Oh,
Burks, King
okay,
Floyds.
sorry. Yeah. Josh Burks, King Floyds. No, we're working today on a great collaboration. One of these new cocktails that we're always testing our tasting room, new cocktails, workshopping, using a lot of the KF brand in our bar program. And so what we did was we came up with, I think, a really fun one. It's sort of an end of summer, a little bit of spice. I'm going to walk you through, just what we've come up with, and then we can try it and kind of go from there, right? This is a happy hour, right?
It is. I'm like wicked pissed I can't try this thing.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
I'm a cunt, and I cannot have capsation. So I can't try this drink today. However, there are multiple people in this building right now that are very excited for this. Because it's going to be featuring our Green Chili bitters, which I usually don't use a lot because I can't taste it. Which is why I've never tried one Bloody Mary I've made. So, before we get to making this cocktail, we're going to go and start this off like we're all professional bartenders still, and 2020 never fucking happened. And that's going to be taking a shot at Fernet because we're drinking it, and they're not yet paying us for it. All right. So, I had 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, Scott?
Cheers.
You never cease to amaze me.
I'm good at this. I've been practicing a lot.
Lawrence, you in?
Yeah, sure.
There we go. All right, Fernet, still looking for that endorsement. If you want, I'll get it tattooed on me. I'm just saying. Hook it up. You pay for the tattoo, I'll get it. Give me free Fernet for life. Let's go make a commercial out of it. Why not? All right.
During the tattoo? Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm about to do this for. Demons Be Gone with the whole crew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to have Demons Be Gone thrown on my arm for them to make a music video.
Do you want your bartender hat?
No, it is way too hot, and my hair is fabulous. Oops.
It is.
This is the annoying part about not having four spouts. All right. Here we go, beautiful people. Hand them out, por favor.
Hand to mouth, is that what you said?
Hand to mouth. Hand to mouth.
Hand to mouth.
Scott!
Hey.
He only replies to that level, guys.
Cheers, you guys. Thanks for
Hey,
friend. Here's to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Friday. Be safe this weekend. Huh?
Cheers.
Never drink and drive. You might spill your drink. Take a cab.
All right.
So, without further ado, we're going to get into making this cocktail. We're going to have Josh do the first round of it, and I'll stop in and rinse and repeat the same process just to show you that everyone can make this. Like you were saying earlier on the phone, like it's not rocket science. It's just drinks. It's cooking in a glass. It's just flavors. Okay, so this is going to be based around your Hobbs Gin. We got the sriracha, the green chili, as far as pushing our product out.
There you go. Good, good.
What do we got?
And then we're going to use pineapple juice, lime juice, and simple syrup to basically bring it all together. So it's going to have some spice from both the King Floyd's chili bitters, some of the sriracha salted rim, which we're basically going to garnish the cocktail with. And then we're going to bring some tropical essence in with the pineapple, balanced with some acidity and some sweetener with the simple and the lime juice.
Oh, it sounds
So,
fun. So without further ado, I'll let you take it over, my friend.
Cool. So this cocktail is called the Better Man, and it's inspired by a cocktail called the Gunga Din. And the Gunga Din is inspired by a turn of the century poet that I won't go down the rabbit hole of. But shaking tin for this cocktail, what we're going to basically do here is we're going to use, I'm making a double, so everyone I'm going to count twice. you at home, you're counting once if you were following along with any ingredients. So this is a pineapple juice that we use at our bar here. So this is going to be 1 ounce for one, and it's going to be another ounce for a second because we're making a double cocktail. We are going to basically, it's a half ounce call of our classic simple. So we're going to basically add an ounce because we're multiplying everything by 2 here.
Is the simple, is that a 1-to-1?
This is a rich simple. So this is this is a 2-to-1 that we basically make for our bar program at Young and Younger Spirits.
What kind of sugar do you guys use?
So that is like a refined baker's sugar. And so we're in the process right now of, for all of our products except for our whiskeys, becoming certified organic. So we're actually switching right now.
Oh, really?
And that'll bleed into the sugar program as well. But we're basically, we're now sourcing a organic cane, certified organic cane.
Yeah.
So so we're pretty stoked about that. And that's like early info. The paperwork's all signed, but we're still waiting for the rubber stamp. So
Expensive stamp.
I know, excited though. I know.
That's awesome.
And then so up to this point, we have the pineapple, we have the simple. Now we're going to basically do what would be a half ounce call of lime. We're going to add another half ounce because again we're doing a double. And now we have basically all the fixins minus the alcohol. So last to go in, just in case you mess up any of the portions up to this point. Not expensive to dump this, but now we're adding the good stuff. So you want to make sure it's right when you get up to this point here. So we're going to go 1.5 call on the gin, and we're going to double it. So 3 ounces total. Now I'm going to ice this bad boy. Give it a little 1-2.
Another pro.
All right.
See,
Nice
look
and
at that
cold.
one. You got to tap it.
Let it drain.
You got to know how to do that. That's actually
Just a nice tap. Tap, tap, tappy, tap. All right. And then here, I'll bring this into frame here. But now we're going to just do a quick little garnish on the on the glass here. So we're going to basically do here we go. I'm going to go with that.
Cool. I like that little guy too.
I like
it.
We're going with that. Some nice solid salt there. We're going to do basically our bitters call here. So I'm going to basically just do the single portion of this for this cocktail, and then I'll grab another glass. So just a couple drips. This is like a really powerful and potent flavor. Little goes a long way, which you love about the King Floyd line. Grabbing my double strainer set. So we're basically going to now take, so if you're at home and you're doing the shaking tin, this is basically a finely bound Hawthorne strainer. So this actually does a pretty good job of removing any sort of particulates or broken ice. The basket's sort of that's our nicer kind of touch. It's like kind of an insurance policy to make sure that we nail the removal of all elements. Nice thing about using pineapple in cocktails is pineapple does emulsify and foam really well. So you don't have to use like an egg white. You can get that kind of egg white head on it.
Nice.
And then I'll pass this off.
That one should go to Sarah.
There's two. There's two.
Oh, there's two.
There's two. Yeah, so we made a double on here. If I didn't repeat that 100 times, Lawrence.
Sarah's our
Thank you for
guest.
busting his balls.
Yeah.
Usually it's only me. Usually it turns out
Well, I'm a repetitive guy.
Yeah, it's a Josh thing.
And then what we'll do is I'll serve the second one here, and then you guys can tell me if in fact you are well. Here, I'll take this one. These scoops are a little bit bigger than the ones we have in our taster. I'm not going to lie. So
no, they're buckets. Yeah, they're big boys.
But with that being said, cheers everyone. The better man.
Someone
I
better
hope you
grab
all
that.
enjoyed.
Yeah,
And let's have fun.
There we go. So Josh knows what this drink tastes like. So let's hear it. We got Sarah in the building. For those of you that don't know Sarah, it's for good reason because it's her first time being on our live feed. Sarah's a good friend of the family. She's coming from the East Coast. She has never had one of these beautiful cocktails made in this building. So Sarah, would you speak into the microphone?
I'd love the gin.
You can just talk.
No, this is fantastic. Super creamy. The spice is great on the bread.
Wow,
Mixes well with the lime and the cream that's in it. It's fantastic.
See, Luke, why can't you do that? For those of you who don't know, Luke's taste palates are usually burned by the end of the day because he's the one that makes all of our bitters taste this fucking good.
Yeah,
so,
burns
in
out
his
taste
defense,
buds,
he's like, "Yeah, give me just fucking shitty vodka. I'm not gonna taste it."
God, you know what's amazing about this is the hops really comes through on the nose beautifully.
It's still there,
It's
but
really
you know,
nice.
there's again, you pick up a little of that green pepper character. The sriracha rim salt definitely helps to support that pepper component. But you like, you know, when I think about warm season stuff, I tend to go like more in the tropical juice mindset. And so like, you know, now as we're kind of coming on to the end of summer, it's like, what can we do that's sort of like bringing in fall elements to otherwise would be like a summer.
Yeah, and like just to toot your horn a little bit much. That's why I love Hops Gin. Is that it's not an overpowering gin for the fanatics. You're just like, oh, I want to taste the gin so much.
Yeah.
To where it has a beautiful characteristic of. I mean, how many herbs you guys have? It's like 20.
No, I wish. You know, on the Amaro, the Amaro that we make is 16. The absinthe is 11. The Hobbs is 8. And the reason the Hobbs is 8 is because we don't need to obscure like a clarity of vision with a lot of just botanicals for the sake of like hitting a number count. Like we have a very clear pyramid of character like we spent a lot of time building, which is basically like a foundation of juniper with support of citrus, with then floral and spice at the very top of the pyramid.
Gotcha.
And so like you don't need a ton of different ingredients to get to that. You just need the right combination and the right distillation process and to support all that.
Because all I could say is like from being bartender forever and seeing all these different types of gins, Hobbs literally surprised the shit out of me. And that's when I first met you at the battle, the bitter battle. The battle of the bitters, bitter brawl. And Lawrence came to me like last minute and was just like, "Yeah, I need you to make a cocktail using the gin." I'm like, "Okay." And I was pleasantly surprised with your gin because at that point in my career, like the only thing that really offered availability in this style of a gin was like St. George.
Yeah, that's true.
They do great.
Absolutely,
they do great gins. And to my personal taste, some of them are just how you described, like overpowering on the notes. But there are people that love those fucking things, and that's so like as far as this gin right here, I fell in love with because it was very versatile. Yeah. I can use it for just gin and tonic, or at the same time you can play off the flavor notes that are in it, but at the same time you can never bury the flavor of it. It always shines through on whatever notes, like even on these guys. Yeah, pineapple and
I love this gin.
And
those will bury it.
And that's also where proof comes into play. So this is a higher proof gin than than a lot of gins in the market. I won't say an exact statistic. Really? Yeah, this is it's an overproof gin. It's not Navy strength, but at 100 proof, it's actually separated from a lot of the market. So you can see gins popularly at 80, which is customary. That's like big brand. Yeah, that's same. You can see them in the low 90s. But then once you start to get up into triple digit, it kind of changes the dynamic of what the flavor profile and the outcome and
I've loved this gin since the first time I tried it as well.
Thanks, man.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anyway, it's worth it. I have real questions. Just remember, no one can see from the bar down.
So I do want to shame on the point. I want to do this while I'm here. But this gin is actually up for USA Today's 10 Best. As King Floyd's on. So if you're out there and you're on your computer right now and you're having a cocktail, please go to either our Instagram or King Floyd's Instagram, Facebook. You're on King Floyd's Facebook if you're on right now. And just give us a vote for Best Craft Gin. We're a small family brand. We really would help you guys support there. And same for obviously King Floyd's. I'll let you do your own promo. Even if you don't
fucking like it, go do it. Like honestly, come on. We're small town people over in a big area. All right, come on. Killer products in a killer place. It takes 10 seconds. All right.
There's a couple things I want to point out about that gin. First of all, it's just fucking great. But the label, your wife Sarah designed that, right? Did she hand draw that, or did she draw? How did she come up with that label?
It took her many years.
It's like a story
in
the
labels. It really is. It's an amazing label. I used to use these flower holders forever. Everybody, I was like, can't throw this away.
Yeah. So thank you for the shout out to Sarah. She does all of our graphic design, so all of our branding, packaging, all in house. This particular label is interesting. So like most of the Young and Yonder line is one kind of package and one look. The Hobbs gin is a standalone kind of identity in terms of its design. The reason that, so this label is basically a standalone because of the story of.
Please stand by.
Chaos.
There you
Technical
go.
difficulties.
There we
because
go.
people
Let's
are
get that
drinking
tripod
near
up.
the camera.
Spread that. It was a dog, and he hasn't even had any drinks.
Oh, jeez.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Lawrence, you want to make sure that's not crooked. The people at home aren't drunk yet.
Speaking of, can we make another?
Yes, we can.
And some of us aren't.
All right, so tell you what, I'm
Pretty
going to
sure
make this
they're
while I'm
not.
making it. You continue the story about the Hobbs
Cool.
label. That sounds good.
So 1.5, one.
Yep,
You
1.5,
got it.
one,
And
one.
then 3 dashes bitter. You got it. Man.
Damn. All right. Let's see.
Well, no.
Are we up again?
Yeah,
We're
you
live.
guys-
Okay.
It's not Member X, it's live.
So,
Uh,
but the other thing, a question I have about the gin. So when you guys are distilling it, this is my understanding, it's rudimentary, but some people do they put the tea bag or whatever it is when you make gin into the steam into the column, or is it like sometimes it's steamed and then sometimes it's like in the pot?
Correct. So that's there's no wrong answer there, frankly, and that's why it may be confusing. A traditional London dry style gin, 1.5, has what's called basically a gin basket, but it's really what it is it's a area of the still where that's above the kettle. So basically we're already transferring a alcohol that's in liquid phase to a steam. So basically alcohol vapor. And as the alcohol vapor is traveling, we push it, a London dry style, push it through a basket filled with botanicals.
Right.
And we basically force integrate the steam through those botanicals, and the steam picks up character, or the vapor picks up character as it goes to the condenser, where we basically refrigerate it back down to a liquid. That is one method for gin making. Okay. Another method is basically doing what's called like a direct maceration. And that's basically either using a tea bag or just adding botanicals loosely to your kettle.
Okay.
And then distilling those botanicals with your alcohol. And then as it's boiling together, the boil is basically causing a lot of extraction.
Right.
And then the character's basically coming up as soon as it goes into steam or vapor phase. It's basically got that flavor attached to it.
Okay.
And then the other method is just you can pre-soak, strain off, and then distill. So you don't have to necessarily have botanicals in the kettle itself. You just have to have botanicals introduced into the spirit at some point in the process, and then usually through distillation you can make it clear, and then basically impart any character that you want. So
So Hobbs is
direct in the kettle.
right.
So,
That's right. I remember.
Yep. So we weigh out all the ingredients, we put them in with our vodka, and then we literally turn the still on and distill that vodka out. And as that vodka is distilling and boiling with those other ingredients, it's becoming a flavored spirit in a sense.
Yeah.
The flavor is our gin, and so
From your son.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
This is
after the scientific breakdown of how this beautiful product is
So
made,
the other thing I wanted to just point out. Sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to interrupt.
is this my fucking show or?
Can we get some music going?
Now here's another question. Where is your tasting room?
So for anyone who's interested who hasn't seen us before in person, we have a production facility and tasting room just off of the Hillsburg Square, a couple blocks out, 449 Allen Court. We're open Friday through Sunday from 12 to 5. What we offer in our place are cocktails like the Better Man that we just made together here, along with a line of cocktails, and then we offer tastings as well. So we make classic vodka, lime vodka, gin, whiskey, and a couple of botanical spirits as well. So
They make real absinthe.
yeah, it's true.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
true. So.
And
As a bartender, it doesn't make you trip balls. That's the movie, guys. It doesn't happen.
Yes.
But real absinthe is real absinthe. And it's kind of awesome. Just throwing it out there. All the other products are beautiful. but they make real absinthe. Like, oh, it's an amazing
It's
feature.
awesome. Absinthe makes the heart grow fonder as well.
That's right. Nice. It's a famous quote.
All right, there, Luke. How's our tasting master taste right now?
Oh, it's bomb. Well, the creaminess of it's fucking sweet. Looking on the side, getting that the sriracha in there definitely helps the blend and kind of promotes the green chili inside of it. That blends well with the pineapple.
Nice.
It's kind of cool because you got a little citrus sweet and with a little bit of spice, but not too much spice. It's not
It
overbearing.
kind of gets you a little bit, but not
Yeah, it's
overpowering.
almost enough for you to be able to drink it.
I
but
can't.
I know you can.
I know. I
It's
just can't.
pretty
guys.
mild. It's pretty mild as far as spice goes, but it's enough to create like a. I mean, you get some of the chili there, like you get a little bit of the hatch, which is kind of cool, like a little bit of jalapeno, but super mild. But it works really well with his stuff and also the pineapple, which is kind of neat.
And your stuff is what makes it.
Right.
And it does.
You know, a good cocktail is a marriage of flavors, right? So it takes a couple partners to tango in this.
I'm
In
just
this
saying, it's been a
dance.
long time since I've taken shots of bitters at the end of, you know?
Well, you're not living, dude. You're not doing it right.
Exactly. All right, so let's see. Who has an empty hand? We got Oscar, we got Scott, we got yourself. Okay, so let's see. I got to make myself one. Would you mind making another batch of
Sure,
two?
man.
And then I'll go
Yeah,
ahead and double shake up some two for the
Yeah,
remainder.
absolutely. I'm gonna grab here.
Yeah, we got
Josh
these
is
three
gonna
right here. I got
Josh,
two more buckets right here.
Double shake.
Okay.
But they're
Cool.
all bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I love it.
So I missed out with Blue knocking over the camera. Is that what I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was blue.
He's laying on.
I-
Blame it on
It was totally blue. Blue did that.
Blue needs more to drink. He hasn't had enough drinks yet.
Enough drink.
He knows you're talking about him. See, we just got
He needs more hot shit.
Oh, he knows.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Are you opposed to a shot?
Hobnobbing with the Hobson.
Come on, man. What business am I in?
Let's
The
make-
drinking business, man.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
Shots of gin.
Oh yeah, why not, man? It's Friday.
Yeah.
See, this is why Lawrence is the owner of a bitters company. He doesn't have a distillery.
Well, I don't know. I see a lot of nice stainless tanks out there. Who
Not
knows?
Those
Who
are
knows?
inherited those.
Those are our mixing
From
tanks
our
for future
wine
products.
our previous the winery that was in here before we.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we did commandeer them
They're
from
like,
them, but
okay.
they honestly are really great for
Oh,
large
God,
batches in
That's
general.
awesome.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's the way we're going. Like it's just been,
Right.
it's kind of getting to that point where it's just like, dude, we need to just like chill out for like a year
Well,
and a half, 2 years.
moved in here 4 months ago, and now we're out of space.
Yeah.
It's really kind of screwed.
Like everything is
I
upgraded.
can relate to that
so
more
much,
than I think
so
you guys would
quickly, and
appreciate.
that's what kills small business. It's the expansion.
Yep.
And so we're doing our best not to let that happen. We're on top of it. But
Keep hustling,
holy
man.
Shit.
And when you say on top of, we're like literally piling shit on top of shit. I mean,
Well, no, we're piling diamonds on top of diamonds.
There
we go.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
In anticipation.
Nobody listen to Lawrence, by the way. He's just a backer for this project, okay? Every now and then he asks good questions, but he's just a backer.
that garbage door.
And then the weather's fine.
All right.
Josh, were you a bartender at all ever?
It's a Josh thing.
It is a Josh
It's just-
thing.
you get
I
named
did serve
Josh
my
as a
time
baby, and
behind the
then you-
bar a long time ago. And I do. I'm there every weekend in the tasting room, so I'm
So you
active. I'm
honed your
there.
skills, obviously.
I mean,
I'm
basically,
not going to make the same mistake of
you
miscalculating the size of these coops
I know,
again.
right? They're all monsters, man.
All right, I think that looks pretty.
Johnny, what's happening, bro?
awesome.
You're like, how do you make any money in your tasting room?
Lose
Okay, we got two more down. Who's up for? Who
We
had
got
hands up?
Scott
Who
and
had hands
Oscar,
up?
I believe. Oh, you go. We got a Johnny in here. You'll fucking
Oscar
drink
for
that
sure.
shit.
Johnny's here.
There we
Johnny,
go.
taste
And we
that.
got one for Scott right here. Or not Scott, Oscar.
So I
Sorry.
was got.
No, Scott.
All
All
Scott's
right, well,
good.
I'm keeping this for myself. Or,
I got
I'm here. You're the.
Hey,
no,
come
one, no one even likes Oscar.
Yeah.
How did you get in here?
We need to
All
get
right,
Johnny.
here we go. And just to show you how great this gin is, we're gonna be able to knock this shit back like nothing.
I hope so.
Cheers.
This is where I spit all over my entire
Yeah.
live streaming feed. Sláinte, welcome to the crew.
Oh, thanks. I got you. I feel better now. Thanks.
Yeah, that is fucking beautiful. It really
Isn't
is.
it?
Tastes like it's based on sweet, damnably delicious gin.
Yes, there's all of those very.
Damaging
gotta-
delicious gin.
We
You're
gotta,
absolutely right.
gotta get Johnny's tasting notes on that cocktail too.
Oh yeah.
Johnny does do a very good job. He does not drink often, but he does appreciate the good cocktail.
But when I do,
What you looking for?
I was wondering if I should make it.
When
that
you
way.
take out the recycling,
Just
people think you're an
just
Just
alcoholic.
yourself.
it's
Yeah,
me,
just
right?
yourself,
It's just
because then
me.
I gotta make one for myself. Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. I'll get out of your way in just a
Well,
second.
no worries, dude. Never in my way.
What
In
are
fact,
these
take more of it.
What are these masterpieces called again right here?
The Better Man.
We're gonna
I
rename
feel
that.
like
called-
a better man.
We're gonna rename it called the Better Josh. Because honestly, when you're looking for a job, you do the show better than I do.
Oh, I don't know, man.
You know, maybe we.
I haven't drank enough yet.
You know, we
We
can
have
just like.
some- I'm on my way.
Maybe like every like once every 2 months we just switch spots.
Yes. Next time you guys can drive up to my place.
Well, the
Yeah,
only
get that way.
unfortunate thing is I think you're the only person here on this show that's ever made me feel short.
No, come on, man. Don't bring that up.
That's why I always break out the milk.
Yeah, I'm in Doc Martens right now, people.
But the other thing is, though, Josh, we do pay in pumpkin spice peanuts at this time.
Yes, man, we have.
Oh.
Yeah. And we're doing buy one get 7 free.
Hey, I'm always up for a deal, guys. You know, you
That's an
bet.
addition.
I mean, I would tell them to you, but TJ Maxx already scored the ball. Just kidding. No, we are just continuing that though. The worst decision ever.
Really?
All right, guys.
Like it's so good for
Check
Halloween.
us out on Instagram, Facebook. We'll put all our new flavors out. Your vote gets it in here. It's not pumpkin spice anything.
I don't think anyone heard.
It's okay. They probably should have. I'm sorry, Colleen.
Your voice sounded shaky.
Nice, Oscar.
How do you not have 7
Oscar.
kids with all your dad jokes?
I know, huh?
All right, this one's for me, guys, and then I'm out of here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Out of the
That's yours.
spotlight.
I mean, that's yours.
Is that okay with you, Oscar?
It's okay. You have a drink. I don't feel so good about you leaving.
Oh, yeah. In time.
And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you one more time the Better Josh.
There you go.
So Josh,
A drink
the other
based
Josh,
on
can make one.
humility.
Or
Yes.
I've already made one. I'm gonna make one for me now so I can fucking drink something.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this out of your way.
I'm a little bitch,
I'm
and I
making a
can't
huge
try
mess.
any of these phenomenal products
Yeah,
that we make.
yeah.
You know,
Oh,
I did
okay.
try to ask every other person here tonight if they wanted to make these and drink them with you, because they're all ex-bartenders. This is the
Oh, yeah.
bartender's graveyard.
Well, I'll get out of the way.
So when our bartenders go to die.
And no one wanted to do it. Lawrence jumped at the gun. He's like, "I'll do it." I'm like, "No. You just sit back in the corner."
Right.
This is an
All right. So, yeah, like I said, I cannot try this.
This is
What's
your
up?
mastermind.
It's
Your mastermind.
information on the internet, you know, like everything else.
Johnny is ready to speak.
Johnny's speaking. It's sweet.
Tell me what flavors are exploding in your mouth right now.
Whoa, that sounds gay.
When you
Can't
asked
say
me
it on
that
TV
question,
anymore,
I just
I
drawn a
didn't. We're not on
blank.
TV.
I'm getting a lot of citrus and a lot of sweet, both of which I like. And with the, I'm guessing this is a sriracha salt or something, a spiced salt on the rim.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I haven't quite put together anything to say about the combo of that salt with that, but I like it.
Well, that's
You
something.
just said it.
It kind of sounds like the first time I went to the armory, right? You're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I like
I
it.
also like to have salt because I can either have the
Yes.
cocktail true
Nice.
or I can
Dude, that's
do it
what I'm
that
saying.
Yeah.
Dude, the option, dude,
Yeah.
honestly, option shows
Real
skill.
option,
yeah.
I'm never a fan of people just like, burn! Like, it's,
Yeah.
like, dude, I
That's
don't want
all.
that.
Yeah.
So I just gotta shoot.
Yeah,
Oh, I got it in my
it
drink.
makes it, aesthetically pleasing too. It's like on
Yeah.
one side of the glass.
Variety of spices.
Are you doing ginger instead to compensate?
Well, I'm gonna take a little gander at what we got here. So we got some pineapple. So yeah, basically, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm allergic to both the products that we're using in this. If you're allergic to capsaicin, you can't have any of these two beautiful things. However, I know that they're phenomenal just on a
Ooh,
public.
black
I've
salt.
never had a negative review whatsoever.
Yeah. It has no capsule.
So, although I can't try them, I envy every single person in this room. But I do want to take this time just to showcase that bitters, ingredients, a cocktail list, a book telling you how to make it. It's just cooking in a glass, people. So it's literally what flavors can you see blending well with others. So out of our 10 arrangements of flavors, I can tell you for damn sure there's an unlimited possibility of drink profiles that I can make with these ingredients that Josh generously brought from his own distillery, Young and Younger. So, do I want to go on a floral note? Maybe some cardamom, grapefruit, rosemary. That'll pair nicely with the
That's
citrus.
the first thing I thought that would be good with that.
And then
I was
what we're
like,
using,
what?
ginger, get some spice in there.
Substitute the green chili for ginger, and then the sriracha salt for black lava.
Well, yeah. So like that would give
Yep,
you a nice
yep,
salty
yep.
undertone.
Okay.
It would give you a nice burn from the ginger. Because I honestly, guys, our ginger is fucking fire. As someone that can't have hot shit, this ginger is the shit. Would you ever think of having a ginger chocolate Manhattan until I did it here on the show?
No.
It was fire.
I would
But
just-
so yeah, so I'm more so leaning towards Luke's recommendation right now. Roll, what do you think would blend well with some pineapple and some lime and some sugar?
I'll say go the same recipe, right?
Well, yeah, it's gonna be all the same
Yeah.
thing. It's just what we're doing, character flavor notes on top.
That thing really depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something to add that's a little bit herbaceous, then cardamom would go great in that one, but you'd have to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna take it to a floral point. Maybe even substitute the simple sugar for some elderflower liqueur. That would be like perfect.
Like Luke's idea.
Yeah, I want some heat, so I'm probably gonna go that ginger route.
Pineapple and lime blend extremely well.
And then you do the black lava.
Yeah,
on the
orange
side.
would just kind of blow well with the citrus notes. Aromatic, I think, to be overpowering a little bit.
I thought maybe
Actually,
grapefruit,
you're right.
rosemary
Yeah, I'm thinking.
might play well.
Yeah, I'm thinking the ginger with the grapefruit and rosemary.
And that black lava side.
Yeah, with a little tiny.
Different
Yeah.
salt,
that.
yeah.
However, can you grab me a tin of that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Going back there?
No.
Nope.
All right. So, once again, we just came to our decision. We're going to use the same ingredients that were used to make this spicy rendition of a beautiful citrus-based cocktail using Bob's Gin from Young and Younger. We're going to do the exact same recipe, except we're going to switch out the sriracha for our black lava salt because it's aesthetic and sexy as fuck. And we're going to tag team it with two of our bitters, and we're going to make a solid rotisserie. And that is going to be grapefruit rosemary paired with our ginger. Because although I can't have the capsaicin, this ginger does not have capsaicin, and it is still quite spicy. So I'm going to still give you that kick that I normally would want out of a green chili. I'm just going to lack that pepper profile as far as flavor. So we're going to see how this works out. Okay. So we're going to take that, put it over there. We're going to take that and put it over there. We're going to bring, I think I got ginger right here. I do got ginger right here. Bam. King Floyd's ginger. And I am waiting on my black lava salt.
Lava salt.
When did black lava salt come into the picture?
Just now.
Just now, yeah.
Smells of Pompeii.
Oh my God.
Too soon?
That's way too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon? Okay.
I can still smell them.
Tastes like ancestry.
Anything tastes like ancestry to us. We don't have any. America. All right, there we go. So, got my glass on chill right here. And we'll grab some. Actually, we're gonna do Josh style. We're gonna put all the ingredients in glass first. That way, you don't water the drink down. Shake it up. Filter it out. Oh, actually, no, I can't use the double strain because it's filled with green chili. Shit. All right. All right. So we're gonna do a solid 2 ounces of hop because just a functioning alcoholic over here.
Actually,
Yeah.
Josh, you can use the double strainer. You put the bitters directly in the glass.
Rethink that.
You put the bitters directly into the glass. You did
You did it? You did for every single cocktail?
every single one I saw.
Okay, maybe. Not gonna lie, I would like to be fancy like Josh. He is the better Josh, I think. Okay, we got 1 ounce
Two
pineapple.
crashes now. I thought that was a highlight.
I noticed that
You are.
He notices it.
1 lime. And for a very, very reserved quality product right here, you can go to the Young and Yonder tasting room in Healdsburg. It's the only place that sells this fine 2-to-1 simple syrup. Can't get it on any store's shelves. Oh, not I mean a double strainer. It's okay.
Right. So that's all I got. That's all I
Yeah,
got.
no, I know.
That's right.
No, I got a strainer. It was the double the mesh. Double strainer.
You get a participation trophy still.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
There's more
So
in after
we
all.
got everything in there. So, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just throw my heat in there to begin with. And I think I'm going to throw the grapefruit and rosemary on top. I kind of want that more of that smell to come through while I'm making or sipping the drink, that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I like spicy shit. And we don't have a black pepper bitters. So.
Say the word.
Not yet.
Yeah, we have the ginger syrup too.
No. I just want to try with the bitters.
I think it just gave Luke an excuse to invent something. I think he just gave you an excuse to invent something.
I know, I'd like to. But
Dude, you know how pissed off I was when he was talking about a habanero blueberry? I was like,
I have a list of things.
I want
but,
to
like,
try that.
this sounds delicious.
All right, rinse your ice.
Once we get someone for the shipping, I'll be doing that.
Roger that.
A lot of ideas.
There we go. Don't want that much. There we go. All right.
Don't skimp on the floor. Man, perfect.
I only know how to pour for professional drinks.
Do that.
I don't have any small coops here. All right. And I know I go grapefruit rosemary. There we go. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's see how this guy tastes. So same drink basically with with just use the ginger bitter to catch the heat. So it's gonna have a nice little spicy undertone.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna have the grapefruit rosemary floated on top, but everything else completely the same. So it's gonna have a little bit of a floral note off your first taste, but it's gonna go away as far as drinking it go.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
I said he's in the trunk, man.
That's still pretty fucking good. Honestly, I'd probably go a little bit heavier on the ginger for that because the citrus kind of overpowers, but you still get a nice little heat undertone.
Or you could go ginger cocktail syrup.
Well, yeah, like
which is-
so that was the whole thing. Is I was just trying to keep it true to the original. Like I would substitute like maybe like a quarter pour of 2 to 1 simple with the ginger because they're both like ginger cocktail syrup has the honey base into it, so it's still a sweetener.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so I was like, ginger bitters or the ginger cocktail syrup. But I didn't want to. I want to try and keep it true to the original recipe, just to show how different the flavor profiles. But you know, it is really nice on that. It's just a smelling of the rosemary more so. The grapefruit doesn't really show through that much because you're blending citrus with citrus with citrus. But the rosemary is a very nice float on it. So you get a nice little floral bunch that pairs well with the gin because I don't lose the hops in that. And then I get a little tiny bit of the ginger bite at the back end of it. So it's still a very nice balanced cocktail in my opinion. I didn't even try with the salt yet. Salt's delicious. That's much better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just got went from like level 6 to 7 real
Could you
quick.
make me
You
one?
cracked the code.
No. No, I'm not going to. Well,
Particularly
but
with
yeah.
the grapefruit rosemary.
Yeah, I don't
float
want
as
to
well.
try it either.
Lauren, he has like a fetish about just floating bitters. on
It's like I do. It's
everything.
because that's when
You
you're going
know,
like that with the bitters bottle.
We
It's like-
use the grapefruit rosemary in our gin and tonic.
It's beautiful
So we
bitters
actually
as well.
we use a lighter profile gin and tonic. It's a Mediterranean from Fever Tree with our hops gin. With just again, it's not you don't need to kill it with bitters, but
it's
just add a little complexity by kissing it with a couple
That's
drops.
the whole thing. It's just,
And
it's
so
just
we use
cooking.
that in our tasting room as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I literally, I honestly, when I first played with I met you at the Grapefruit and
Yeah.
Rosemary Bitters when the King Floyds first made
Mhm.
this. That's when I first met you.
That's
And
right.
I was confused on the complexity of it, but how subtle it can be. Because, at this point in the career with them, they'd done an orange, an aromatic, a cardamom, and a cherry cacao, right?
I don't remember.
I do. Don't listen to Lawrence again. He's a backer. Okay. And then, so coming in, I didn't even know that this was a new bitters. They didn't come out with it yet.
Was it a new bitters? I think it was.
I think it was pretty new.
I think it was like a concept at the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then it was like
wasn't
it became a
made-
thing.
Yeah, it was made
became
for
a
the
thing.
contest.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Florida
And
Luna,
then it
like
became a
all
thing.
of us came
And it's a
together to
good
make-
thing.
That
Yeah.
was the impetus
And
for
like,
the-
and we made this bitters, and like it put it like out of the bitters profiles that we have. It's definitely one of the lighter. It's like the more so like the Peychaud's route.
Yeah.
Like you would definitely lose it in a heavy base bourbon drink.
Yeah.
But it works very nicely when used correctly. It's kind of like that's why I used Invitica, or is it called Invitica? What's
Leviticus.
Italicus. That's why I used Italicus in making that fucking drink. I lost because I shook the drink, everyone.
That's not a reason.
Yeah, you're supposed to stir them. I didn't know. But I was like, oh, this is such like a very unique flavor profile. If used correctly, it can be very nice. And so Lawrence always wants to just float everything. Like that's the bitters you use to float. Like honestly, like it's like with grapefruit rosemary. That's what it's made for. Like heavy egg white drinks. This right here because it's got that froth from the pineapple, like you were talking about.
So yeah, I mean the grapefruit rosemary is one of the few. I think. Well, yeah, one of the few. I would say with the cardamom's probably in there too. That you can use with clear spirits with some degree of safety. I think when you start getting into like the woody aromatics, you start to like really
you could drown it.
Yeah, it's too overwhelming
and
for
see,
clear spirit
and that's
products.
interesting to hear though, because like, I always warn people on the cardamom because it's my favorite.
So we used to do the just one drop because cardamom is more potent than the grapefruit.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are
one
like
drop,
wop. Oh,
and so like it was just for the staff. Honestly, just just free flowing here. It's the cardamom was too sensitive for just for staff to be busy and manage well. So the grapefruit's more forgiving in our gin and tonic.
It is.
Yeah. So that's why, and I think honestly, it just works well with like the type of tonic we use, our gin, and the citrus. We basically pump citrus into it. You know, so cardamom, you cannot overdo it, otherwise you just can kill the drink.
Yeah. And so that's like kind of like the worst thing, and like that's why I would say that the grapefruit rosemary is like the lightest flavor. It is like hands down, like nothing in our profile. I mean, the wild plum kind of matched it, is lightness, but it had that tart ending, so it still would hold up to a Boulevard egg. But yeah, the cardamom, honestly, that's one of the first recipes I made for these guys, and it's taken us all over the U.S. together. This is one recipe, and the worst part about our product is that they listen to a fucking bartender. So
why don't you take this moment to share with your embittered distillery friend when the hell the black?
It's not.
We're
discontinuing it.
Well, now he's even more bitter.
When
is the plum bitters coming back?
So literally, this was a side project that we launched, and honestly, when this first came around, I told Lawrence not to do it.
Yeah,
and he proved me wrong.
I don't know.
This thing flew off the shelves, and like there was so much picking.
Our team loves it.
It's a beautiful product, and so we've been marinating different flavors.
I got to recruit some people to go out and pick the.
It's like because what it is like it's made from a immature mature plum that no one eats.
Sure.
And so no one picks it. It's a wild plum. And so as far as getting that out to the people, that flavor profile, can't do it. Like there's not orchards of unedible plums. And so it's small batch only. And so we
early enough
in the season. Yeah, we have a lot of people bringing it into us. We made over 7,000 bottles of this last year. Sold out.
We got
Did we?
Yes, we did, Lawrence.
And we have a tasting sample, and that's it. The team wants to use it, and we can't.
Yeah, and so that's all the thing
it's
right
painful.
now. So we still I still have 3 of the original bottles of it.
Yeah.
And so it's it's macerated, and all this just takes so much time. And so it's like macerating all these different style of plums, bringing them together, see what flavor balances with what, so we can make the same product that we want to guarantee. And unfortunately, we thought it was gonna be ready by October this year, and it's not. And I hope that some people that really want this, there's people with our displays, our 10 wide displays, I'm holding a spot open for it. And they're like, yeah, and they're like, no, we're waiting for the plum, and I'm like, I appreciate it.
Have you tried the plum yet?
But it's we're not.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're not gonna put.
No, I have to.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. We want it.
Dude, I'll give you the last half-ounce box we got right there. It's we have a box of half-ounces. I'll give it to you for your personal stash. Because honestly,
I'm not strong-arming here. I'm just saying,
we're just not. We just
go with the products that sell.
Yeah, exactly. But we just don't want to, because it's in demand, we don't want to shortchange what people expect.
No, I'm not. I'm a distiller, man.
Exactly.
I sit on product for years, and it's painful.
That's what I mean. You're just shit. That didn't work. All right, we're pushing it back another 6 months. Sorry, guys.
Come on, man.
Sorry, that one didn't work. And that's the thing that makes independent distillers, small time people like us, that makes the product so great, is that you care. That's the main thing. This is why. Sorry, Jack Daniels. Why people don't like Jack unless you're like to hit your wife.
Yeah, well, I'll.
Sorry, they're gonna sue me. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So
This is where Josh leaves the life feed, by
Wild
the
Plum
way.
Bitters, everyone.
Yeah.
Coming to you soon by King Floyds once again
Yeah.
on my strong arming on this live feed.
We gotta First segment.
I do apologize. I know this goes into the distiller world too
Well,
much.
I'll tell you guys a little story
Okay.
about
there
the
you go.
wild plum bitters this year.
Can I have
So
my-
I went and picked everything.
Hey,
out
Uncle
of-
Lawrence is time.
Oh,
What's the
Lawrence has
story?
to walk in.
No, just super quick. I picked all the plums out of my yard, which are already macerated back there. And it's about, whatever, it's not much. It's like 20 gallons or something. And then I put a post up on Nextdoor and said, "Hey, you guys got any plums? Does anybody got any plums growing in the yard?" And I got all kinds of, "Oh yeah, come by and pick our plums." And I'm like, "Okay, get off work and don't do it." So
Yay!
I'm also the plum picker. Okay.
That's the
That's-
happiest story I've ever heard.
The president and plum picker or something.
Yeah.
See,
CEO,
he should. That camera's
COP.
pointed way in the wrong.
I know.
Chief Officer, plum picking.
Sorry, I'm
CPP.
floating. I'm floating.
Yeah, no worries. So basically, that is a horrible resume. Lawrence is a prized, thoughtful individual that had the vision of creating such a flavorful company, but at the same time is humbled by the fact that he will go out and make his own fucking product.
Yep.
That's what you put on a resume, Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you're making money.
Once again, don't listen to Lawrence, anybody.
Alright.
He is a backer. Actually, just kidding. He's the whole reason why this entire project started. Just don't listen to him.
He is the evil genius behind King Floyd, behind the plum bitters.
Hey, a boss that'll sweep his own floor. You gotta respect.
Oh no, he doesn't do
There
that.
you go.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't do that.
Oh, this is really fun, you guys.
Hey, Scott, I want to say thank you, Scott. Yeah, thank you, Scott. All right. So, I know that was yeah. Jared to the building.
It's all right. It's one call, two head turns.
Real quick,
That's an
Can
efficiency
you
if
do
I've
me a
ever seen.
huge favor? Because we've done it on this show forever.
Ever. And ever. And again.
Please.
You count it down for me?
3, 2, 1.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Oh,
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, that's fucking immortal right there.
You made me feel like a nihilist.
Fucking dog has fucking papers, guys.
Why the fuck you wearing sunglasses inside a dark room?
Because this isn't the night.
You didn't try to talk shit to the bartender right now? What the fuck that neck tag for? You think you're important here with your fucking photo pass?
His future's so bright, he's got to wear shades, all right? Come on.
There it
Dude,
is.
his future was 15 years ago.
My
Guys,
man
he's
right
40.
there.
It's the mullet.
All right, cool. Thank you.
It's the mullet.
Multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
That
That's a
pass-
multi-pass job.
Well, that pass gets you
Maybe you didn't see
into
the fifth
elementary
element.
school.
Yeah, this is his, he is on.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Oh, my
See,
God.
I just want to say on live television that was me censoring myself.
No, I had fun last time.
What do you mean for one?
You're so
That
controlled.
was.
You are controlled.
I don't know.
You are controlled chaos.
I'm just saying that was some bad.
You are
shit.
mitigated insanity.
That was about to come out bad.
John, cheers. All right, I'm getting that out of your head, dude. Sorry.
I meant mitigated
I
madness.
only got a little bit.
You got a lot more than me, brother. That's
I know.
all.
No, get back over here. Don't walk away. Just don't walk away.
Oh, between the two
All
of
right,
you, you
guys.
guys got a full head
So,
of hair, by the way.
Not gonna lie, we're gonna be wrapping this up. We got a Friday we'll enjoy. We got a whole weekend to look forward to, as do you. So I'm gonna take this small opportunity to look at the chat, see if you guys have any questions.
Hey, no one
Comments?
Hey, no one.
Nope.
No
You're
one has a
perfectly
single
satisfied
question.
with everything you've both said. You have answered all their questions.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys were
Somebody
entertained.
said
then.
something.
Hopefully, you guys learned how to make a
Yeah,
great
nothing-
drink
nothing
today.
about-
Once again, I want to close this out by saying if you have literally 5 seconds of free time, go to the 10 Best USA. Vote for Hobbs Gin, King Floyd's Bitters. Even if you don't like us, just do it because you know us. All right? Mwah.
Cheers.
King Floyd's out.
Later,
We'll see you
guys.
next Friday at 5 o'clock.
Ta-ta, everybody.